Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Our topic is the Hakka food and the culture. And let's move on. And why we choose this project is about Hakka food. The food is most important thing in our daily life. And to know one ethnic of Taiwan, the first thing we need to know what is their food. So we were going to introduce the Hakka food and their culture. And from Hakka culture, there is very related to Hakka food. Now we're going to tell you what is the motivation why we choose this topic.
Hi, I'm going to tell you the reason why we choose this topic, Hakka culture. So when we speak of Taiwanese culture, the first one we think about is Han Chinese culture. The second one might be Aboriginal culture, and the third one probably Hakka culture. So we know that Hakka culture is one of the important culture in Taiwan. So here comes the second reason. Although Hakka culture is one of the important culture in Taiwan, but most of us don't know Hakka culture really well. So the third reason is the Hakka spirit is called, in Chinese, it's Harnack spirit. In Chinese, it's 应景精神. So this is the same as what I hear from my foreign friend that he said Taiwanese people are all really hardworking and really frugal. And we thought this spirit is really worth learning, so we want to tell you guys more about this culture.
Okay, I'm going to introduce the significance of our topic. Hakka people comprise about 15 to 20% of the population, and they form the second ethnic largest group in Taiwan. And due to the fact that Hakka people are originated from mountains, they are shortage in materials, so they have to be frugal and hardworking and set no waste in their ways to keep long-term survival. Yeah, and this cultural and national character, which growing in difficult circumstances, is very similar to the Jewish background of their thousands of years of persisting wandering in the world. So that is why the Japanese scholars of Hakka culture call them the East of the Jews.
When it comes to an ethnic, the first comes to our mind is food, food, and food.
That's why we are Taiwanese.
Make Taiwan great again. When it mentions Hakka culture, of course that is Hakka food. Fried cuttlefish with shredded pork. Pork stew with dry plum seasoning. Fried pork tripe with ginger. Wormwood rice cake. 板条. Hakka sealed meat. Hakka savory tangyuan. Wipe your saliva. This is a serious subject. The first one, but also the last one. Fried cuttlefish with shredded pork. Legend has that there's a poor student were going to catch an exam. His mother fried the leftover together and made a rice bowl for him. On his way to the exam, he met a hungry student. He shared the leftover with him. 10 years later, the hungry student became a high-ranking official. A student with food became only a teacher in a poor school. One day, a poor student was bullied by bad guys. The hungry student saw that and helped him drive the bad guys away. From then on, the story of Leftover comes to a story of one good turn deserves another turn. The leftover now becomes the famous fried cheddar pork with cuttlefish.
Although it comes better now.
The most famous Hakka food is fried shredded pork with cuttlefish.
Stop thinking about leftover.
What are you thinking about it? Actually, the recipe is quite simple. It is fried with chili, green onion, pork, and cuttlefish. But don't make it like leftover.
The Hakka spirit.
Question time. What do we learn from the story of fried shredded pork with cuttlefish? A. Pray for the poor student. B. Leftover is fucking awesome. C. Having a friend working as an official is a goddamn honor. D. I'm done with Hakka food. Get it? The Hakka spirit is emphasizing the hardworking and tough hard-neck spirit.
C'est la vie. Take it easy.
The Hakka spirit is an important part in the Hakka culture. First, frying leftover is a frugal behavior. The process of immigration from Tanzania to Taiwan, people didn't have enough food for every meal. So Hakka people emphasize on frugality for rainy day. Then the interaction between the poor student and the hungry student not only show the cooperation of Hakka people in Taiwan, but also opens new world for Taiwan's Hakka people. They must have the ability such as adaptation, perseverance, and facing the goal with confidence. In order to adapt to the harsh environment to survive, Hakka spirit is emphasizing the hardworking and tough hard-neck spirit. It is to challenge the nature and try to live peacefully with the nature. The Japanese scholar of Hakka culture called them the East of the Jewels. Although the cultural background and national character are quite different, their attitude of diligence and hardworking is quite the same. Dope? That's the Hakka spirit.
Daisy and I are going to talk about the feedback of our homework. And first of all, we learned to understand the culture. Sometimes we speak about the culture and we just jump out some of the stereotypes of that culture, like frugality of the Hakka people. And sometimes it even become a joke, like, oh, you're Hakka people, so you must save lots of money. However, this stereotype or this cultural background is for reasons, because they remember their ancestors' hard work from coming from Tanzania to Taiwan. So they cherish everything they have in their life. And also we learn how to use time properly, because our teammates are come from different grades or different departments. We hardly have time to talk about it, to discuss the homework thoroughly. So we learn how to do this homework effectively. And next, we learn how to tell a story. In the beginning, we just think we can just put the references or materials to the PPT, and our homework can be easily done. However, after the discussion with teachers, we know that this is not enough. The delegation is to tell a story to our audience and make people understand. So,
the third one I have to tell you. To surf on the internet to research information is convenient and easy to do, but all the resources on the net is virus and disordered. So in order to find out what we need, and we have to use the simple words and to avoid spending so much time to avoid spending so much precious time on to express our abstract thinking. We have to make use of simple words or simple pictures to present. After that, making good use of limited resources is important and essential for us. And second, do not insist on myself. Everyone will have their opinions and position to stand on their own position before discussing. Through this teamwork, when we realize what we have to do and we must do, we have to put ourselves into others' shoes and do not insist on our ideas. And the third one is to learn more proper nouns and popular words. So many proper nouns and popular words we never knew before this teamwork. If we don't pick this thing, we will not learn these useful and interesting items and stories. For this chance, we can learn more about our local culture and literature. And thanks you for listening.